Tamara here, nice of you to join me and a very warm welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here with me today. Now in today's video, this is a project share of one of my assignments from Graphic 45, and this month I was tasked with the challenge of leveling up an album kit or card kit from the previous month's projects that has been done. So I've taken my kit or my inspiration from the interactive folio album, this Enchanted Forest by Graphic 45, and it's the album kit volume 5. So I thought I would showcase the PS I Love You. I've had this in my collection for a little while and I didn't really have a project in mind of what to do with it. So when this came along, I really thought, that's what it stuck in my mind, is the PS I Love You. So what I've done with mine is I followed the tutorial as near as I can and added a few little embellishments and bit of different placement of different things in the album. So if you want to have a look at that project, it is on the Graphic 45 YouTube channel, but what I will do is I will link it in the description box down below so that you can have a look at the two different projects. So for my project, I decided to use the Deconstructed Trifold Waterfall Folio album, and it's a lovely square album, which I do like doing square albums. I think they just go together so beautifully. So I've used that, and I have actually used all of the elements that you get. So quick run through, you get your folio, and it is got quite a strong magnet on there, so it does close lovely. It comes in craft card, which I love. It's lovely to work with craft card. And in the kit you get 2 waterfall elements like this, and you get 2 card pockets like so. You also get some magnets, and you also get, which I've lost, but you do get a diagonal a diagonal pocket as well. Now the diagonal pocket I've got on the back of mine, which is here, and they are beautifully made as always with Graphic 45. You also get the magnets in with this as well. So having a quick look through my book, so I've used the packaging as well for different parts of my book. So even on the back here, you probably can't see it, but I've used one of the paper pads. I had the patterns and solids, and I cut out the patterns and solids and just added that in onto my front cover, and I think it goes really well. So we'll look at the back first. So with this, I tried to keep the different elements that I was taking my inspiration from. I tried to keep them as near to that as possible. Obviously I had a different album. They had more of a portrait style album, whereas I've got more of a square one. So I had to kind of come up with different ways of how to use it. Also in the video, she deconstructed one of the waterfalls, which is, I've also done that, but added it in a different way. So this is one of the waterfalls that I've actually made into a little booklet rather than a waterfall feature, and I think it went really well. So I've used the cutouts, and also I've made a little pocket in there as well, so that you can put in some extra pieces in there, and obviously decorated it with the patterns and solids. And then this is the diagonal pocket that you get, and it's quite easy to do the paper piecing for that, and I will show you when I do my tutorial, so don't worry too much about that. It's very easy when you know how. So starting with the front part, you open it up, and if I'm quiet you can hear the snap of that, those very strong magnets inside. So as you open it up, this page is very similar to what is on the Enchanted Forest video. I tried to keep it a little bit the same so that you could see the different styles of paper. So you've got a belly band here. Again, I've used some of the packaging as my mat and layer in the back, and then I've just cut down a 12 by 12 piece of paper and scored it so I've got an inch at the bottom here, and that's just going to fit over that belly band like that as a little booklet, but it gives a nice feel to that page there. So then we come on to, this is the inside outside page. So I've done that as a flap up with a little tuck spot down here. These ones are quite plain pages because they house the magnets closure. You don't want to put too much bulk on these two pages here. So I've done my main bulk inside the album. So this is then where most of the work is going to be. Now we'll start with the middle page here. Now I've done a little belly band here, but on the belly band I've kind of tried to make it a bit more of a feature. I've added a little flap closure there that you can obviously open up because it's stuck into this belly closure here, and then I've added a pocket on the bottom of the belly band just to make it a bit more of a feature. And then I had some of the cutouts of the stamps here, and I thought, oh, that's too nice to go to waste. So what I did is I just created a little tab pull on the side there with that. So that was that. So as I pull that off, so I can pull that off. Now actually I won't pull it off just yet, we'll turn it over and then we can see the back of that. So on the back, again, I kept it very simple, and I just added a smaller belly band on the top, added some of the cutout, the cut apart pieces on there, and then I had this spare piece of paper that I just made into a little booklet that you can put photos in, or you can write on it, or whatever you want to do. So I've just put that in the back there like so. So if I pull that back over and then take that off, now I have got some magnets in here to keep this shut, but the belly band then keeps this flap closed. So as we open that out, again I've kept it quite plain, and I've just added a top pocket on this side and a top pocket on that side, but I've also added a little tuck spot down here as well. And again, I didn't want to add too much on here because obviously I need to make sure that they close. Now these are the middle pockets, these are, and I've added one on top of the other to create a flap. Now what they are in the pockets, you have got a cutout here, but I just papered over that. I wanted to have more of a flap rather than a pocket, but you can still use them as a pocket in here, so you can put extra photo mats and etc in those pockets there. So we can put that back together, and then I'll flip this over, and then again I've just got one of those patterned paper pockets there that you can put different bits in. So close that up, and then we come over to just the waterfall. Now again, I've kind of like had to do a bit of a jig of the inspiration, but it is a little bit the same. So I've added a lovely cut apart on the top there as a focal point and a lovely border, and then as we come on the inside, I've just decorated it with just strips of paper rather than a full part. So I've added my strips on the top there. Now when you come and you open it out, I've actually got a little flip booklet on the waterfall. I thought that was a fantastic idea, so I am going to be using that in future. I just think it just adds a little bit of something to your waterfall rather than just patterning it all the time. You can add that extra interactiveness with things like that. So I've kind of put that on every other waterfall page. So I left this part blank because I thought you would put some photos on there. But again, I just patterned this one side, and then I added another one of those little booklet pullouts, and then again just plain patterned paper on that, and then again another booklet there, and then underneath I just left this blank again to put photos on. Now this is a what I call a little hidden flap, because these come down, you don't actually see that that is there. Now the only thing that I added, that I added a few little bits with cardstock that weren't in the kit, because I wanted to make sure I could keep this closed. So I just added a little waterfall flap with some magnets, and it just keeps that nice and secure and stops it from flapping about. Now another thing that you could do if you wanted to, I've actually stuck this down fully, but you could just stick it out on 3 sides and then have this as an opening here if you wanted to. Again, it's entirely up to you. You could have even put this on a flap so that you could have flapped it open and had another space to put more photos. You have got quite a lot of space still left in your folio that you can obviously expand it. So that was that, and then we've done that bit, we've done that, and we've also done our little waterfall booklet that goes on the back. So that is my take on the interactive folio album using the Enchanted Forest by Graphic 45 album kit volume 5. Now I've used PS I Love You, and I used the Patterns and Solids and the decorative paper pads with this. Now I've still got quite a lot of the paper left, probably about 15 sheets, so I didn't use them all, but I like to use the Patterns and Solids as well as the decorative paper pieces, because I think it you get a lot more than from your patterned paper. So that's my project share. I will be doing a tutorial on this as well so that you can follow along. I will put a cutting guide up for you to follow as well. Now I will have the cutting guide in my group Memories Paper Art on Facebook, so please come along and join the group, and then you will be able to get the cutting guide. The cutting guide would also be available on a Graphic 45 site as well. So thanks ever so much for watching. Please stay tuned for the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and follow any of my social medias. Links, as always, will be in the description box down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well, so you are kept up to date with everything that I post in the future. So wherever you are in the world, please have the most amazing day, and I will see you again on the next one. Bye!